I swear, you need to get us a KFC sponsorship. As much as you talk about KFC.
Dude. I could destroy a KFC right now. Destroy it. I mean, there was a fucking... you know what? The thing is, they've got a 10-piece bucket, right, in the UK for £15. And you've got to add on to make it a 14-piece bucket. No, I come from a country, i.e. South Africa, when you get a 24-piece bucket, right, for less than 15 fucking quid. And I tell you what, that has got some... That is just... You can see through the bottom of the frickin' of the bucket, right? You can... It's like, right, I want that piece, and you just go for it. And I'll tell you what, I could destroy me a 24-piece bargain bucket.
You know, KFC does have that gaming account. Like, maybe we should poke G and see if we can get him to get us an interview with them.
You know what they do? They'd say, right, you have to eat a fucking drumstick every night for the next 6 weeks. And I'm thinking,
okay,
yeah, I'd do that. I wouldn't just eat one drumstick.
Yeah, well. Oh, now we're into territory of, what is it, Pringles or Lay's or whatever that was. You can't eat just one.
No. With KFC, you can't just have a drumstick. You got to have a wing. I love me them wings. The way you just pull them apart and they're just so easy eating.
Well, I'll tell you what, when we get together and hang out, I'll eat the drumsticks, you eat the wings, because I'll just take I'll take all the drumsticks. Deal.
Because in a bargain bucket, there's only 2 drumsticks.
Oh, well then we didn't get in the bargain bucket.
No, I say bargain bucket, right? Because it's got the most chicken in it. But if you get like a family feast or whatever, you only ever get 2 drumsticks.
Yeah, see, I like the drumsticks.
You're only going to get 2, bro. You get like 4 wings.
Yeah.
You get like 4 wings, 4 breasticles, 2 drumsticks, a couple of thighs.
Oh, so original or extra crispy?
I don't really care. They're all delicious. Who cares? Eat KFC.
No, you have to pick.
No.
Yep.
No. Zinger. Fuck you. Zinger then. Hot wings. Boom. I picked that.
I like the original. I mean, I can eat the extra crispy just fine, but I like the original better. Something about the spice to it. Yeah. I know. We both eat. Yep.
I eat both, bro. You can't pick. What's the point of picking? It's just delicious. Who cares? I mean, you get a fucking KFC for God's sakes. Right, let's actually start this, eh?
Hello and welcome back to another Bammsters show. This week will be our upcoming games for August, our August 2020 edition. And with me today to talk about the top 10 indie games we picked to take a look at for next month is Bamm Havoc. This is the part where you say hi.
Hi.
Oh, do we have Shy Havoc with us today?
No, seriously, dude. We've been. How long have we actually sat here?
Almost 2 hours
at various games to see what games that actually are interesting for us. I mean, there are one or two that I quite like, and there's one or two that you like that I don't, and one that she really likes, and we both go, huh?
I don't think it's fair to say we spent the entire 2 hours doing that, though.
Oh no! This is the case. We get sidetracked very easily. I mean, we were just talking about Cave Damn Sea, for the better part of 45 minutes.
What?
We're bad at this. So we've got top 10 games, as Drac said, right? That we found that were very interesting to actually mention for upcoming games in August, and these are all indie games. And we're going to talk about them because one or two are actually interesting, nice games. I quite like it.
So should we get to the point and start jumping into the games, or
can I push this out any more? Can I?
Way too long
let's get
already.
To it. Can I make it any more long-winded? Let's get to it.
So August 4th, got a couple of them coming up. First one will be Hellbound from, and here comes our first sidetrack.
Looking for Studios. A deep story. You came to the wrong place.
Cybot. It's from.
I'm all about blood. Nukes.
That wasn't what you were saying earlier.
Okay.
No. I was trying to wind you up. I was trying to wind you up saying Cybot is actually French for cell phone. That's how you spell it.
Most importantly,
no, come on. give me some credit. It's Cyborg is from Mortal Kombat, dude. You know, he was like one of them fictional characters with them.
And I'm here to take things back to the basics.
I mean, I played a little bit of Mortal Kombat, but fighting game, I think, so.
That's right.
Yeah. But anyway, Hellbound. This is very much a Doom clone. It's an action FPS.
No, it's not a Doom clone.
Well,
no.
Doom-like then.
Okay.
Doomvania?
I'll have that.
Doomvania? Like Metroidvania? Doomvania?
Okay. Right.
It's very much that same, yes, it's that very same style. It's, you know, tracing through hell, shooting up demons and devils and creatures and, you know, all kinds of gore and stuff. So, classic first-person shooter.
The guys, we'll jump straight to it now. I cut through the bullshit in these things. For example, the character in Doom is also called Doom Guy. This guy's got a name, Hellbound, right? Not a Doom clone.
Well, you actually see this guy's face. He's got scars and shit all over.
And he's missing a pinky finger and missing part of a trigger finger and stuff. I'm thinking, yes, please. I want some of this. They are deliberately poking fun at the previous game before it.
Came to the wrong
Earthquake,
place.
big emphasis on Quake, you know,
I'm
Unreal,
all about
you know,
blood.
so on,
Nukes.
so forth, and so on. And it's
Earthquakes.
my favorite phrase was,
And serious
you know,
action.
I like me some big effing guns. I'm thinking,
But most importantly,
yes, yes,
fucking
because essentially, I'm saying it's a 90s FPS shooter in 2000s.
and I'm here to take things back to basics.
Yeah, I play this game. I mean, I just bought a HD version of Red Alert. On a HD version of Doom. This is it. I'm playing it. Don't come looking for a story though, because there is no story. It's just get a gun and start shooting shit.
I'm fucking ready.
I think you said you thought this would be good for like speedrun.
Damn.
No, co-op is the drum that I always bang, the broken record that I am, because I really wish this had co-op. Co-op.
Yeah. Speedrunning would be this would be very good for speedrunning. So there's a massive but there's not a lot of community around speedrunning, and particularly speedrunning Doom. At least I think I remember there was a massive thing to do in 2016 or something like that. But I do feel it was a speedrunning, and it would be great if there was a co-op. So I can definitely see myself with you shooting the living shit out of some evil demons.
Hell to the yes.
Are you ready?
Alright, moving right along, though, same
Rated
day,
E for
a game
everyone.
called Skully. This is very different from Hellbound.
Very different.
Yeah, this is a much cutesier looking game. This is more of an adventure platformer puzzler type game. You play as a reanimated skull, and basically it looks like it can, you know, it goes into like a mud puddle at some point and then rises up into this body, and so it's like you're controlling the body and moving around and doing things, you know, getting through some of the different puzzles and whatnot. But it's definitely a cutesy looking game if you like platform puzzlers. This is more of a 3D platform puzzler than like the old school Mario stuff.
Yeah, it reminded me of Black and White. At least that's what it reminded me of. But not necessarily my thing. But I know G loves this sort of game. Cute 3D puzzler. This is definitely for G. This definitely a G game.
Yeah, I don't know. I think this, even just for myself, this could be some fun to play through. I'd have to look into it more to see. It might even be something that kiddos could enjoy. I'm not 100% certain about that yet, but it looks like it could be.
Yeah, I'd go there as well, definitely.
Yeah.
Definitely. Right, next on the old chopping block is Fall Guys Ultimate Knockout. This is quintessential Takeshi's Castle in video game form, right? Now, when I saw this, within seconds, the trailer pops out and you see these guys run towards a wall, and that is quality Takeshi's Castle, because you see all these Japanese guys and girls running full bore into a wall, and these walls are solid, right, and they're flat, bam, bang, and they put a pancake on the freaking wall, and they fall down, and everyone just funnels through the gaps that are open and whatever have you. But I tell you what, this reminds me of Takeshi's Castle, and it's very colourful, very bright. The characters are quite cute looking, so small feet, long arms and stuff, and it's quite cute and quite funny when they get knocked over. So I'm gonna say I like this game, and I'm gonna play it because it's Takeshi's Castle. Who doesn't want to play Takeshi's Castle?
Oh, I definitely want to check it out. In fact, we're recording the weekend before this episode's supposed to go out, and they're doing a beta weekend this weekend. So
yes,
I can't make any promises. I got some other stuff going on, but I'm gonna see if I can try and get in on the beta, get some footage recorded of me goofing around with the game. If not, then we'll just have a trailer running in the background. But if I can manage to get some of that recorded, then we'll have me playing the game in the background, because it looks like a lot of fun.
Small sidetrack, whilst we're actually recording this, the developers are actually demoing the game as we speak. So.
Yeah. Well,
so
and the game itself is only $19.99.
Yeah, it's not bad for that, is it? It's not bad at all.
It looks like a real fun party, like, either co-op or, competitive type game. But yeah, no.
Can you just imagine the carnage? Everyone's on speaker going, Wah! Running for these walls. I can just see it now. Massive anvils and sharks and surfboards, and oh man, that's a cool looking game.
In the past, I think we've done a couple. Like, we don't do that many live streams because we struggle to find the time. But we've done a couple where we were drinking and playing, and this is definitely one of those games.
Oh, this is so that. After that is 0 Hour from M7 Productions. Right, this game is full-on SWAT 3. Now, I don't know if you know the SWAT sort of lineage, but I was a heavy player of SWAT 3 back in the day of Sticks and Stones and computers made out of brick. Okay. Where SWAT 2 and 1 were more sort of, the style was more sort of Fallout 2 sort of style, where SWAT 3 was full-on sort of FPS, sneak attack.
परिस्थितियां बदलनी उतरने पर चला जाता है एमएससी ने क्या होने दरकार
full-on tactical, and this looks like it's going back to that, because a lot of people say, oh, this is a tactical shooter, and they don't have any tactic. They just run into the room, spray and pray, and then that's the tactic. Whereas this actually looks like you've got to check corners, cover your bits and pieces, do this, do that, and SWAT 3, the hardest level for me in SWAT 3, if I remember correctly, was the sewers. I could never ever find that third bomb, until I did. And it was always down to the last second. But hey, a lot of fun. This game reminds me of it. Very dark when I was watching the trailers for it.
Moving in now.
And I was thinking, maybe is that because they're trying to hide the fact that they can't.
Copy. Ice on window.
They haven't polished their other characters very
stairs,
well, or is it just adding to the ambience? And now trailers unfortunately weren't.
Copy that.
It was a scripted set, but I couldn't
Stacking on
feel
storage
the game.
door.
So I think the best way for me to actually feel this game is to actually buy it and play it. So there's now one game, two games,
Left. Clear right.
three games now this month. I need to now buy and play.
Let's go through this door.
Thanks, G.
Okay, right behind you.
Well, looking at this, in some ways it made me think of like the competitive Rainbow Six game
Step by.
Ubisoft has out right now.
Position after the right door while I check the room.
Version that they have of it, with the tactics and whatnot. But this, whereas Rainbow Six has got, we'll say, theoretical technology type stuff to it with regards to like different types of drones and things like that. This seems more grounded in what's real life and
open door this is right what now. Really happens. Yeah, we don't throw up a freaking this and goes this and does that. No. This is full on.
The lights.
Ghost quarter fucking tactical
Lights
shit.
out, boys.
Brian shields are there for a reason.
Yeah, and as far as the darkness goes, that to me seemed more like that was more ambiance and things like them going in at night. There's a couple of things that are well lit. The character models look pretty good
Stick up on me.
From the stuff you can see, but yeah, I don't know if you like first-person shooters, especially if you like tactical stuff. This would definitely be up your alley. Don't have a price for it yet, but it'll be out on PC on the 12th of August.
It will be, yes. And on the 13th of August, Boomerang Fu. Yes. Cranky Watermelon. Because Cranky Watermelon? Because PC, Xbox One and Switch, because PlayStation 4 is PlayStation 4. Essentially, it's I want to say it's a little bit like Smash Bros. But you basically chop people up with boomerangs, and you're bits of fruit, vegetables, milk cartons, coffee cups, you know, that sort of thing. Very cute sort of game. Very cute. Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's it right there. Top down Smash Bros. As you play as a piece of food throwing a boomerang around. So it's, you know, competitive.
What's not to like?
Yeah, I mean, in some ways, this is kind of like in the same vein as like Fall Guys, where it could be that kind of fun, like party game or whatever.
Very well designed characters, very bright, very colourful, very enticing. They're very well made.
Very different, like power-ups that are kind of neat, where you can like hide as a piece of scenery and then come out and sneak attack somebody, or turn your boomerang into a bomb so it blows up, and you know. Okay. Plus, some of the environments had like traps and stuff where you'd like get squished if you didn't move out of the way quick enough. But again, cutesy party game. Something for the folks who enjoy that kind of thing, or if you're looking for a drinking game one night with friends.
Yes, very much that. After that is a game that's on my list, and I won't lie, I'm probably going to be buying this, so don't tell anybody. Helheim Hassle. Right, PC, Mac, Linux, Xbox One and Switch, because PlayStation is basically saying, ram it. Essentially, no, dude, seriously, that's like, come on, why is this on the PS4? I mean, come on. This is essentially, you're a Viking kid who goes to Helheim and is reincarnated. And that's all I can really deduce from the trailers. But it's got a very sort of Mystery Shack sort of vibe to it. To be honest, these are the same guys that made Manual Samuel, and that came out in 2016, so it's now 2020. 4 years they've made another game. Similar art style, just a bit more updated, and it's got a very sort of Mystery Shack sort of vibe to it. This is where you don't know what the Mystery Shack is, Drac?
No.
It's a Disney series about 3 books and a brother and sister twins and an estranged uncle, who's actually turns out is the brother of the real uncle. It doesn't make sense, but you know what I mean. And they unlock a portal to pyramid with a massive high hell, and they manage to thwart it to an extent. And this is very, very broad strokes. And the creator of it is actually had like a massive sort of I want to say a treasure hunt, but it wasn't a treasure hunt. It was like a mystery hunt, and it had clues all over the states. Seriously, dude, these fans went and they freaking deduced all these clues, and they found where the Illuminati triangle eyeball thing was.
Okay. Well, that's kind of cool,
where have you been on YouTube, dude? This was like a YouTube phenomenon freaking years ago. I was interested in it. Not interested enough to actually go watch the show, but interested enough to actually learn about the show. You know?
Learn about the treasure hunt. Yeah, no, you say the guy's reincarnated, but this almost looks like he's living in the afterlife, because there are scenes where he's like, he's missing body parts. Like in one, his head's on the side of a cliff somewhere.
The reincarnation spell didn't go well.
Yeah, and so like there's other parts where he's got 2 arms and a head and literally nothing else, and I guess his arms are walking him around. It's
he's biting onto the arms, and his arms are walking him around.
Yeah. So I mean, this definitely sense of humor to it. Cool, cutesy kind of animated style, puzzle platformer kind of thing. So
perfect paranormal. That's the guys who made this.
Yeah.
A game, one of the games I'm buying because it looks like a lot of fun to play. Definitely has that Mystery Shack sort of vibe to it. Yeah, happy days. You can introduce this one because this is the game for G. Definitely a G game this. Definitely G game this.
So the next one we have on the list, this one will be fun, I think, for me to talk about with Bamm, just to see his reactions to this stuff. But I'll let you bring up where you think this game came from. But this game is called Crab Champions, and it looks like you're basically playing as a crab on a tropical island with nice sandy beaches and rock cliffs and ocean waters and stuff. But it looks like it's in some ways it's a third-person shooter, but it's also been labeled as kind of racing. So this is like a speed running shooting type game. It has 4-player co-op and 6 players versus. You can either play with your friends or against friends or other people online. But yeah, running around shooting things.
One of their games is a meme. There's a crab meme. Honestly, that's been going around. Yeah, no. I think the developer, Noisedoll, wants to make a game going, I'm going to make you a crab meme. And made this. And to be honest, really honest, the graphics, phenomenal. Scenery, exquisite. The crab, electrical. And essentially it's action game, 4v4 co-op, 6 player if you really want to. And it's crab racing, of course, you can take crab racing. Which is a very sort of thing that people do on the YouTube. I think this is more a game for YouTubers to draw in entertainment. The game does look like a lot of fun, and I think it's one of these drinking ones. But to be honest, I'm eating the stream rather than playing the game.
So what you're saying is you think that the developer was inspired by the music video? Guess what? I got some news for you. What? The developer is the same guy who made the music video. I was looking this up and it says Ian O'Brien is better known by his stage name Noisedoll, an Irish DJ and music producer who's best known for his song Crab Rave, which peaked at 14 on Billboard Electronic Song.
Dude, I'm still there. Fucking mind meld, brother.
So he makes this song, he gets this crap video going, which might have been an early test for this game anyway. Apparently he's got some kind of thing for crabs, right?
Yeah,
and then he gets it out. Yeah, and it hits like meme status, and it hits like this massive internet interest, and now he's got the video game out.
Dude, seriously. The guy took a meme and made a video game. He made the meme. This is how you bank up. This is how you make money on memes. This guy's a businessman.
Yep.
Definitely full-on businessman. I'm so there. Well done, dude. Well done. Noisedoll, well done. Fair play to you. Well done. On the 28th of August, Immortal Realms Vampire Wars. Yes, another
The theatre
Calypso
of war
Media
is a
digital
stage of many arts.
publishing.
Blood
Right,
paints
Calypso
the true
Media have
picture
pushed out
in the
some
art
very
of
good
war.
games. I must say, I like
And an
Calypso's
eternal
catalog when it comes to
conflict has taken
the
center
developer,
stage.
Pelodrome Interactive, and they've got a couple of videos up on the Steams. And one of the guys reminded me keenly of G. It's like, oh, that's G. Why is G making a video game? So yeah, I liked it. I did like it. Definitely, yeah.
So this is an RTS. It's a single-player RTS that's turn-based, and I'm a super huge fan of turn-based stuff. But
It reminded me of Rome Total War with a turn-based
Tell me,
element to it.
yeah,
what is
but
the
I
point
will
of
say this:
victory
like the art
when
style,
all you
the
can
character
celebrate
models,
is the end of the
background
world?
stuff, phenomenal. This game looks great.
Really, really
Yeah.
nice. They've definitely put effort into it. Put effort into actually making this game look as. I want to. How.
Peggy 16.
How what's that actor,
The
actress
theatre of war is a
that was
stage
a
of many
vampire that
arts.
then found a
Blood paints
a
the
wolf.
true picture in the
forget
art
the
of war.
actual is it the film?
And an
series?
Are we
eternal
talking
conflict
about
has
Kate
taken
Beckinsale,
center
who played
stage.
Selena in what the hell's the name of the movies?
The movies, the
Underworld.
Underworld, that's it. Yes, perfect. It's like dark sexy, but like dangerous sexy. And it's like that's this. It's like everyone there they look gorgeous, and to the point where it's like so pretty it looks dangerous. You know what I mean? Yeah.
Tell me,
Yeah, don't know.
what is the
I
point of
don't
victory
know that I would
when
call
all you can
all of
celebrate is the
creatures
end
in
of
this
the
game
world?
pretty, so to speak.
No,
in the
the
respect that they
design,
look
how they've
pretty,
been designed.
just that the design of it and the art style and stuff is really well done.
Dude, they very well done. They
Yeah.
actually look
Peggy
dangerous
16.
without even. Yeah, they move. God, look very, very well
The
made.
theatre
Characters.
of
Very,
war
very well
is a
made.
stage
And
of many
by all
arts.
accounts, it looks
Blood
like a Rome
paints
Total
the
War
true
sort of
picture in the art of
style
war.
with a turn-based element in it. And
And
I
an
think
eternal conflict has
that
taken
is
center.
that is pretty much it when it comes to that game. Good looks, good gameplay, and hopefully there's a good story to it, because that's going to be a bloody good game.
Well, so yeah, and so G put this on the list, and one of the things I was a little curious about, so it lists an initial release date of the 11th of October last year. Says there's PlayStation 4, Nintendo Switch, Xbox One, and Windows. Steam doesn't even have it coming out until the 28th of this month, so I don't know, or at least at this point, I'm not entirely sure if it released on some of these platforms earlier, and now it's just getting ready to release on Steam. They did have a video on Steam where they were talking about it getting ready to release it on Xbox, so it might be something that was released on PlayStation or Switch, maybe both, I don't know, and then it's just now coming out. It may have had an earlier beta, and it might just be coming to full release now. But that's due out on the 28th. If you've been keeping count so far, yes, that's only 8 games, but that's because the last 2 games that we have don't have specific release dates. They're just sometime in August. And as always, we try to mention this, we're going based on what we've been able to research thus far. Release dates sometimes do tend to slip, so we may speak about a game on the show today that doesn't actually release in August and gets pushed back, but we have to go with what we have right now. So,
but at least we brought attention to a game that we thought was interesting.
Yeah. There's a couple of games that we've mentioned in previous upcoming game segments that I guess got delayed, because I think Biomass was one that I thought was really cool that was supposed to release a few months back, but now it's listed sometime in August. But anyway, so next game up, no specific release date, Eternal Hope. This is by Double Hit Games, and it will be out for PC and Xbox One. It's a 2D adventure side-scroller, single-player game. It's got a real cartoony art style. As far as the description,
I'm actually scared to play this game because it's actually got that sort of heart-wrenching story to it.
Yeah,
and I reckon it's definitely going to delve into those sorts of emotions and whatever have you. And I'm thinking, it looks so pretty. It really does. The way they've done it, I like it.
In some respects, it reminds me a lot of like a game I played on the Switch called Shadowbug, where it's the forefront is the shadows, is the dark colors, and then everything else that's colorful in the world is kind of a highlight and is in the background. So it's kind of an interesting way, or an interesting art style to present a game in my opinion, because it's kind of reverse to what most things do.
Yeah, a lot of fun to actually watch someone play this, I reckon, as well. So what I'm going to do with this game is, this is why I hate doing upcoming games, because every single game on this list I end up buying and playing myself to actually sort of confirm my thoughts about it. And 9 times out of 10 I'm right, because they do some pretty good demo versions of it. 1 or 2 I'm very wrong about. And I really hope I'm wrong about this next one, Snapshot VR. This is definitely a game for Drac, and I can promise you it's definitely not a scam. Well, at least their website says it's not a scam. It's a hashtag legitimate company.
Yeah,
it needs a lot
VR.
of polish, though. Come on, the guys need a lot of polish on that thing.
Yeah, Snapshot VR, the name of the company that's, or the developers and company that's making and publishing the game, is called Giant Scam Industries. And as Bamm mentioned, you go to their website, it's hilarious. They're like, this is a real company, hashtag legitimate corporation or something like that. But it's funny. This is coming to the Index, the Vive, the Rift, and Windows Mixed Reality. And basically what this is imagine playing paintball in VR. You go into a very paintball-esque arena. It's more of a low poly, kind of like polygonal art style, not super realistic.
I think that's because it needs more polish and more investment. I think that's why it looks like that. But
looking at the character models and stuff, and especially considering that it's VR, I think that's intentional. I don't think we're going to see a
But then you see a guy with a pumpkin head on it, and that's a fully rendered pumpkin head, and a guy with a full-on Roman sort of helmet and stuff. That's a fully rendered helmet. I'm thinking, these guys need some more investment to actually push this game out, because if you can't get your paintball, feet wet, you might as well get some VR on you. And this is the kind of game I reckon should have launched with VR when VR first launched, because this would make a massive game.
Yeah.
Sorry, I had to deal with something over there. My dog came into the room, and I had to
Scratch his ear.
Yeah, he's a good dog. He's a good dog.
So yeah, no, I think that the design style is very intentional. I don't expect that even if they had a bunch more money, we would see something hyper realistic. This looks to me like this is an intended design thing. But I mean, if you like VR shooting games, if you like paintball, if you like a competitive VR shooting game, this could be something worth checking out.
It could be very competitive.
Yeah, well, it's only online PvP.
Soft paintballish type thing, yeah.
Yeah, it's only online PvP, so it's not something you're going to be playing, solo or co-op anyway. So, and there is a difference.
Public match, but
there is a difference. Okay, team-based PvP is not co-op. Too many developers like to make that mistake, and it.
You're not wrong.
It's a pet peeve of mine because they listed as having co-op. Co-op is when you play together against the computer. You're playing cooperatively. 4v4 is not co-op. 6v6 is not co-op. That's team-based PvP. So, with that, I'll jump off my soapbox and say my goodbyes for this month.
In other words, Giant Scam Industries, you've made a co-op game that's irritated Drac.
No.
Shush you.
They
so please get in the game and prove them wrong.
No, they did this right. They advertised it as PvP.
Oh, they did it right, did they? Oh, right.
Yeah. No, but there's been plenty of developers lately that have been advertising games as co-op, and I'm like, that's team PvP. It's not co-op.
But you see, they're going to use the thing, but it's cooperative play, regardless of who you're playing against.
Yeah.
AI or players.
No, it's team-based PvP at that point. But so anyway, and just real quick before we get out of here, one note that G did put for us in the document to mention is that Gamescom will be taking place in a completely digital environment, much like many of the conventions that still happened. Yeah. So that's supposed to be the 27th through the 30th of August is what he's saying here. So much like we've been able to do with Comic-Con in July and get a chance to see a bunch of that stuff while you're sitting in the comfort of your own home. Might be able to do a lot of that as well. Check out the YouTube spaces.
It's like watching a Formula One race from the comfort of your own home. You get to watch the excitement, but you don't get to feel the excitement.
Right. Absolutely right. Yep. But hey. If there's a game you're looking for more information, you may find it at Gamescom. So.
At the Gamescom, yep.
Yeah. Digitally.
Yes, as Drac said, digitally. Yes.
Just like us.
God, is this where we have to go get a KFC sponsor to send a piece of chicken to space again? Do we?
But I don't want that digitally.
I was about to say, I was about to mention, but do you want to watch it digitally? No. No, Colin Firth sent a couple of mobile phones to the outer edges of this little marble we call a planet, like the lower ends of space. Fell back down to the ground. All the phones are fine. Then I found out KFC sent chicken. It's like, goddamn. and then some dude in a red shirt sends, I think he sends a burrito or a taco or something frozen, and it came back down to earth, still damn frozen. I'm thinking, hello, surely the Van Allen belt sort of radiated that thing. Nah.
He put it in an insulated lunchbox.
I don't know. I just clicked on it, watched the video, and that was like years ago. So yeah, that's how relevant I am right now.
Well, for those of you who have joined us and stuck through the side treks and enjoyed any of the games that we brought to your attention, thank you very much. As always, like is appreciated. Comments if you have any, and share out our stuff if you think there's other folks that want to see it. But thanks again, and for this week, I'm Draconis, and I'm out of here.
As always, guys, my name is Bamm. And a big round of applause to Drac for actually stitching this episode together, because he did it. He is the man. Thank you very much, Drac. Cheers, guys. Thank you. Bye.